Alright, hey, it's Mick here. I'm shooting a video about my 91 Toyota Previa here. This is it's a 91 Toyota Previa rear-wheel drive 5-speed, but it doesn't really matter. They're all the same for this year, pretty much. They didn't have the supercharged model until like the 94 or 95 model year, okay? So right now I'm changing the oil on it, so I'm gonna give you guys a tour of how you would change the oil on one of these beasts, okay? So this if some of you don't know, Toyota Previa has the engine. You sit on top of the engine pretty much. The engine's right there where the access panel is up, okay? So the first thing you've got to do is drain the oil, and I've already done it. I got a video of me draining it. I had about 6,000 miles on it. The Previa has like 5,000 mile oil change intervals, okay? You guys don't know that. It's pretty impressive for a vehicle this old is what I'm gonna say. And it uses conventional oil. I think you have to put about 5 or 6 quarts into this beast. It takes up a lot of oil. Okay, and then, so you would think, get this open here. Okay, so you would think that you would add the oil through this thing that says engine oil here, okay? But all this is a engine oil reservoir is what this is, okay? So this little tank here holds the oil in it. I don't know how much oil is in there. It's not full, okay? So when your oil level gets low, it automatically pumps this into the motor, or pretty much pumps it into the motor. All right, so right now it's at half. I think it says it can hold 2 liters, so it'll hold like 2 of those 2 quarts or something. Okay, so at some point it probably injected a quart into there. That's what I'm thinking. So that sounds about right for consumption. So like you don't really have to check the oil as much on this van because it kind of like takes care of itself. I'm telling you, Toyota really over-engineered this van. They made it as low maintenance as possible. And that's why you see a lot of these vans still on the road today, or they have like a lot of mileage, okay? This van has, as of this video, 246,226 miles, okay? So you would fill the oil through here, okay? So basically there's a little latch right here, and then you got to take everything out from the back here. If you got a seat back there, I think you got to put it down or something. And you got to flip the seat up and open this access panel up here, okay? And then you can add the oil in. So that's where you would add the oil. And then if you want to check your oil level, that's the dipstick right there. So that's kind of why they had the reservoir in there. So like you don't really have to go in there all that much, but you should still be checking your oil level. Actually, okay, yeah. So you would take the cap off. Let me open the door. So you would take the cap off. There's the cap right there, and you put 10W30 in it. That's what it says, 10W30. Okay, maybe something thinner or thicker depending on where you're driving, but I normally put 1030. I don't live in really extreme environments, okay? All right, so yeah, oil goes in there, dipsticks right here, okay? And then the oil filter, you have to take it out from the front of the van, okay? Sort of, kind of. Well, it's in the front. It's right underneath the sad shaft, okay? See that big old shaft there? Yeah, that's where the oil filter is. I think, I'm not really sure what kind of filter it is. It's pretty well protected up there too. It's a good thing. Okay, and then if you remember correctly, that's where you drain the oil right there, and it takes a lot of oil. I'll let you know how many quarts it took to fill it up. Okay, so yeah. So basically I just put it up on these metal ramps here, okay? I drive it up there so it's nice and level, and I drain the oil, and then you just put the oil back in. All right, so yeah, and then I'll probably just keep this just like this. probably shouldn't even be using it, but it's a good, you know, if you don't check your oil very often, it's good to keep this kind of, at least put a quart in there. And there's a quart in there right now. So all right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is how you would change your oil on the Toyota Previa. It's not very difficult, but yeah, it's a little more involved than a normal automobile. But it is, since it's bigger, it's actually kind of easier to do. Okay, so but yeah, you do have to add the oil from inside the van. Okay, don't put the oil in the reservoir. Put the oil in the engine. Okay, in the engine, and it's got to go in the engine. All right. All right, here's Miguel. So there he is. Yes, and just in case you're wondering, it takes 6 quarts to fill up the Toyota Previa. I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That white one there. All right. So, all right, cool deal. Another 5,000 miles.